In today's deck, our best card is going to be Storm the Festival. Now, I know what you're thinking, and no, you did not click on an old video from 2021. It just so happens that Storm the Festival today is absolutely busted. That's right, guys. Today we've got Storm the Festival, which is pretty cool because I absolutely love that card, and it kind of fell off obviously as time passed on. It got a little less relevant. A card from 2021 just not holding up as well anymore. Midnight Hunt, though, still one of my favorite sets, but Storm the Festival is such a cool card. And how it works for us today is that we have a lot of permanents that are under 5 mana or less. In fact, everything we run in our deck is a form of a permanent because we are an Elesh Norn deck that's looking to double up on all of our ETB effects. So we got a ton of creatures and permanents like enchantments that have good ETB effects that we're looking to exploit with the Elesh Norn. So what makes Storm the Festival so good is when we get to turn 5 or ramp into turn 5 early, we play Storm the Festival and we're hoping to hit an Elesh Norn with something like a Buried in the Garden to trigger its ability twice. So that way you're actually kind of getting a 3-for-1 instead of a 2-for-1, and it happens to be a lot more consistent. I know Storm the Festival can be a little wishy-washy because you got to bank on hitting certain cards on the top of your deck, but when 90% of your deck is 5 drops or less and they're all permanents, you're typically going to find some really good things today. But a lot of exile today, ossification, Buried in the Garden. Now, I did want to run, temporary lockdown, but unfortunately it would take away things like ossification from our board as well, so we couldn't do that. So we had to replace that with a lot of life gain because there's a ton of mono red and Boros obviously floating around. So we are going to be ramping with the many journeys, and we also have Invasion of Dominaria to gain us a straight up 4 life and then draw us a card. If we hit that effect and we double it, that's really good for us late in the game. And then also the many journeys when we ramp is going to also gain us life on turn 2 and give us a body, which is great. And then we ramp with Stomper. And because we're ramping, we're going to be dropping big bombs like Portal to Phyrexia and Titan of Industry. And if Elesh Norn's on the field, getting 2 triggers off of either one of these can close a game really well. So that's the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We're going to jump right into it, but thank you so much for watching and enjoy. Peace out. All right, today we're playing a little bit of Elesh Norn, guys. I'm excited. Opening hand here, I guess looks okay because I can gain a lot of life on turn 3, hopefully getting us back into things if it gets messy. But we find ossification on 2, so that is chef's kiss right there. And it's mono black, so not a lot of pressure being applied here early. Could be more mid-range. Might see like a preacher here. Not a preacher. Okay, so it's a bat. So the bat's got to take the ossification. It's the only thing they can take here. But it makes sense to take anything else. Which gives us a Dominaria for the life gain. That's pretty cool, I guess. I'll get an extra card. Man, today's been a little bit up and down, man. I've had such polar opposite opponents today. We've been having a lot of obviously mono red because ranks reset, and then a ton of control. Like the standard's been all over the place, which is a good thing, but it's been really hard to kind of build and tailor this deck to what I've been seeing. Getting another land there's a bit of a disappointment, but should be okay. Hopefully we find Buried in the Garden. That would be literally the best thing we can find here. Buried in the Garden off the top. Not quite, but that's the second best thing. That is definitely the second best thing here. I'm going to take out both of their creatures here. That was actually pretty clutch. I'm a little afraid of Elesh Norn's, ability to stay alive on the field after we play it next turn, if we play it next turn. So I think we skip that and just go straight to the Mightstone, Weakstone, let's draw some cards. Obviously, it's all dependent upon what the opponent plays, but the amount of removal they could have here, which I'm sure is a lot, is too scary, I think, to play Elesh Norn. All right. Got it back up. That's good. I'm so tired, guys. I'm sorry. That's actually not terrible because I do have the Boseiju. Elesh Norn does land. but is it immediately killed by Go for the Throat? It's not. Okay. So no Go for the Throat. No Triumph or anything like that, you would think, right? Is it Hero's Downfall? Liliana? They've got to have something here. Either they have something and they're slow rolling it, or they're just like really upset that I played Elish Norn and they're trying to figure out a way to get around it because of its ETB effect or ETB shutdown effect. They probably have things that have good ETB effects that it can't, you know, resolve or get value out of. Hello? I see. Okay. Oh, I see. They didn't want to use up that much of the... Okay. So March, but it cost 7 to kill the Elish Norn, and they were trying to debate on whether or not it was worth dropping off all of that value. Oh, it is what it is. I'll play another one. I could have played a Titan of Industry there and just blown up the Flesh Gorger, but I don't think I needed to. They clearly had such trouble dealing with the Elish Norn here, so let's force them to have trouble doing it again. They had to give up things like Path the Peril. Wow, they find a really good answer there. They find a really good answer there. They clearly didn't have that last turn. They would have just cast that, but they just top decked the nuts there. That's all good though. We blow up the Flesh Gorger, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a shield counter on Titan of Industry. If they have a kill spell, they're gonna need to get 2. You know what I mean? Because I know they didn't have an instant speed kill spell in hand. Like I said, I know for a fact they top decked this, so I was pretty safe in making that shield counter because they couldn't respond in time. That's a great top deck. Let's go. Let's go. And let's just flip over one of these angels to speed up the process here of, you know, killing the opponent. A little bit of an investment move there. Looks like another kill spell maybe for the Faith Keeper. No, looking at their graveyard. Devious cover up, I see. That's fine though. We prepared for that. We're definitely prepared. I think I'm gonna save my last Titan of Industry in case they, you know, get super lucky and top deck another deadly cover up or like a Path to Peril. So I'm gonna save this for later. That's pretty sweet. Let's do that now, actually. I mean, it's not bad. Drawing 2 cards, gaining 8 life is pretty solid, but just wanted to hit an Elish Norn there. Obviously, we already hit 2, so it wasn't likely. All right, Storm the Festival, a pretty sweet card, man. Absolutely love that card. Oh yeah, they're cooked. They are cooked. Let's see what we hit. Stomper. I'd love to put that on the field, but it doesn't make any sense here, so I'm gonna save it. Let's just put a land. Got that. Let's surveil. All right, and just let the beatdown begin, man. Everything's going extremely well right now. Got 2 angels now, got a Stomper. Looking to apply a lot of pressure here. And there's the scoop, yeah. There's the scoop, and honestly, we could have probably just directed our attention all to their face to speed up the process, but oh well. Okay, that wasn't a bad start at all. I like this hand as well. Okay, here we go. And are we playing another mono black player? I mean, it looks like that, but you never know. Maybe Rakdos or... Been seeing a lot of Dimir too. All right, I didn't expect to see a Boros land, that's for sure. Let's get this down, and this down. A Stomper is very good. I will take that for sure. Keep that on top because we go Boseiju next turn, Stomper, and then that leads us right into a really good Storm the Festival potentially. life gain on this is going to be key, I think, because this could be Boros Convoke. It's not, but it does still seem like it's going to be quite aggressive. All right, one land away from pulling off the storm. Pack leader, okay. This is a human, right? Interesting. I don't know what the heck's going on over here. All right, let's go with the Storm the Festival. I do need one more land to turn on the Stomper. That's something to consider. Draw. Just do 2 draws here maybe and gain 8. Seems pretty good against this matchup, I think. Puts me in a good position. Life total wise. All right, we draw into some cards that I didn't necessarily want to see there. Is this werewolves or some form of wolves meets elves? I don't know. I don't like it. I'll tell you that much. Don't like it.
Me and my pack?
Run wild. Run free.
We sending in the pack leader or no? Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. You're weak. All right, let's go with draw 2 here. Oh boy, come on. We need to do better than that. Guess it does lead me into a good journeys though. I am willing to trade with either 2 of their creatures or the pack leader. I'm cool with either way that this goes. You know, I'm gonna do this. If they block the Seeker, it untaps some mana for me and I can actually play another many journeys. That'd be pretty good. Nice, we kill the Arlen. I love that.
Let's go.
I'm at 30 life, by the way, guys. 30 life, which is so good. I was struggling so hard with mono red earlier that I needed to add a ton of life gain in the deck, and I think it was a real success. Yeah, it's definitely an elves deck. All right, I think I seen Malone post this one. Oh wow, no wonder they were so okay with giving that up.
I can feel the yearning of the wolves become more intense. You're a good wolf.
All right, let's you know what? They actually get value from the wolves, so let's take out wolves the best we can here. Keep on gaining life, man. That's all we can do. Keep on gaining life. Not what I wanted to see there. Try to kill you. There's really no reason to untap mana this time, so let's just send this in and say go. Do they jump block? If I had to guess, they're just gonna send 1 wolf here to jump block. I don't think they're gonna do 2. Yeah, makes sense. And I do have to storm the festival, back half of it here. Now, the question is, do I surveil before or not surveil before the storm the festival? I think I storm first, then surveil after to set up my next draw. What I really need though is I need Elishnorn, and I need some sort of ossification or buried in the garden here so I can take out multiple things at one time, because they're dropping too many threats per turn here. Yeah, that's tough. I think we give it to him though. We go down to 20. I mean, that's fine. There's a buried in the garden. I still think I'd like to do storm the festival still, even though this is pretty good to take out the pack leader. I still think it's smart here to try to get the Elishnorn, because I still have 4 ossifications and 3 buried in the garden. This could go completely wrong though. This could go sideways for us, but I think it's worth a shot. We're gambling here. We're gambling, people. All right, well, it is better than just 1 buried in the garden, right? I guess it's a W in its own way. Now let's surveil and try to find that Elishnorn here. All right, let's try to do this. And if we can untap 3 lands here, that doesn't help us play the Buried in the Garden because we're completely tapped out. But I can take out another 2/2. I will. Okay, they're gonna let me take out all of their wolves, which is fantastic. I cannot believe how much we've cleared their battlefield and we're still at 23 life. They were going really wide on us. I thought we were kind of in trouble there because we don't have things like temporary lockdown or depopulate. I did, but those cards didn't synergize very well with our build, so they were cut. But Fleetfoot Dancer, that's a problem. That has haste too. Sheesh. Can't really attack though, because I'm just gonna go ahead and double block it. I don't think they want that. Oh, come on. How do I draw a land of all things there, dude? We've thinned out our deck so much. Like that's kind of crazy. All right, well, gotta take the Arlen, right? I mean, have to. I'll pretend like this is some sort of like wandering emperor. Maybe they'll respect that. I doubt it. Angel Fire Ignition is really good. At this point, we want Storm the Festival or Portal. There's a lot of good things we can draw here. Portal. I mean, any exiling effects, fine. I wouldn't love that, but I'd like to get more like 2-for-1s, but... All right, we take the 8. You know, I could cheat and go back to that video Malone dropped. Take a look at it again, but I'm not going to. All right, a Portal, and that should do it. That should give us the W here, I think. They're at 40 life, by the way. Yeah, GG's. I was gonna say 40 life is crazy. So let's just start working out some of these angels here. But that's all good. We got a W. That's a good win. Okay, this hand looks amazing. Let's go, dude. This is the start we want right here. Ossification's a good card. I'll keep it. I mean, I don't need it, I don't think, but I'll keep it. Honestly, I'm looking for lands because I know I've got the Stomper next turn, but I'd like to play a land to accompany it. Get us to this festival as fast as possible. Oh, it's mono green. This is honestly going to be, in my opinion, it should be a pretty easy game for us just because it's a lot of mid-range sort of big creatures. They're not going to get a lot of 2-for-1s. They're not going to drop a card that says, you know, give me this X amount of tokens or, you know, leave behind this amount of things. It's just going to be big singular creatures that I can answer with, you know, singular exiling effects over and over again. At least that's how it typically will go. Okay, they accidentally chose opponent sacrifices an artifact when they should have chosen enchantment. They just probably misclicked that and they immediately scoop, which is pretty wild thing to do. To scoop over something like that. I mean, you only wasted 1 mana. I know you lost a card over the deal, but I mean, you're only taking away journeys. That seems like a little early. Yeah, that one bummed me out a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, because that would have been the game of the century for us, man. We had everything we needed and they just had to go and make the mistake of misclicking. That's a bummer. I would have loved to have seen that play out. I didn't really care if they take the mini journeys, and then I would have loved to have seen how, you know, the turns after that would have proceeded. All right, we got another land, not bad. Are we looking at a Deep Cavern Bat here on 2? We always do, right? Really? No Deep Cavern Bat on 2. That doesn't seem right. I really did not like how that has a stop here. It's got to be Fairy Vandal, right? If they're not countering me, it's got to be Fairy Vandal. I guess why would they counter though, you know? Deduce. Okay, deduce. I really needed them to play something there. Alright. I gotta try to play the Might Stone, Weak Stone, but probably not gonna resolve. I guess this being countered, though, would be better than this getting countered. Our hand is busted, but I am really, really afraid of this matchup. I don't see any white, though, so I mean, we're not gonna get endlessly swept, which is good. But the counter spells are just so scary. I'm not going to play this. I can't afford to lose it. So let's go here and try to get another land, work my way into a portal here next couple of turns. If the portal resolves, that's going to be really, really good for us, because no matter how many removal spells they have, we'll just keep regaining our board state. Mastermind. Okay, I'm surprised we haven't seen like a Gix come down yet. All right, that's good. That's really good, actually. We actually might see him scoop here because they're tapped out. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good. That is busted. That is busted. And now we steal their Shieldred. Very nice. And I don't know how they're gonna deal with artifacts. I don't think they can. Unless it's some sort of like Fading Hope or Geist effect, but I don't think it's gonna be. But if they have those types of effects, they could get their Shieldred back in their hand, or they could do that. That works too. That works too. Well, this is pretty insane. Elish Norn is next level. All right, stops all their ETB effects, which I don't think they're gonna have a ton of ETB effects really, but it's gonna double mine, so yeah, I wouldn't want to finish this game either. It's not going well. All right, we tiered up. Let's go. Good start to the season, baby. Let's get it. Man, we've had some really good hands so far. I like this a lot. Let's go. I can't even lie. The starting hands have been really good. And we keep finding our fourth land drop too. If we find it again here, that would be so amazing. Gets us to Elish Norn by turn like 3 or 4, actually 4, but still pretty good. All right, didn't quite get there. Yeah, let's just definitely go fish it out though, because if we find the 5th land drop, we want Elish Norn on curve here. Let's get a green source, I suppose. Life gain is gonna be tricky, but if I can get to the portal, it should be able to wipe out what they've got going on. We'll see. By the way, Elish Norn shuts down any life gain they get, so that's pretty freaking awesome. Only thing I can do here is Invasion of Dominaria. Another Stomper, sure. Food token. They can't kill anything off of that. I'm surprised they went that route. Oh, I didn't see the case. Yes, they can. I forgot they had the case out here. I was counting the 2, but okay. Elish Norn, stop all the life gain in its tracks for the opponent. They're not gonna like that. A lot of people forget about Elish Norn's secondary ability to stop their ETB effects. They know about doubling mine, but they always forget about the ones, you know, how it stops theirs. But they got a great answer. They got a great answer. Wait, did they not put 1/1 counters on something? That's kind of odd. If we go here, If we go here and hit another land, that would be the most ideal situation. Then we can play the Stomper and then turn on the other Stomper. But if we miss a land, that could be really bad. It's really bad. Okay. Really bad. It's a good card, though. If it wasn't a land, I'm glad it's that. I suppose that is the answer. That's what we're going to answer here. Yes, we got the land. Perfect. Okay. So we go here. We should have enough to play the Stomper still, too, right? Yes, we do. Let's go, dude. This is a great turn for us. Let's go. I am so happy the opponent never found the Voice of the Blessed or... we can't flip that yet, can we? No. I suppose we still go for it, though. Is it Amalia? I think it's Amalia. The Amalia or the Voice of the Blessed would have been pretty bad. Two, 4, 6, 8. No, we missed it by 1. Darn it. Okay. I think I go Titan of Industry here. I don't love it though. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't love it. I really wanted to get that portal down. That would have been such a clean little answer for us. Let's put a shield counter on the Titan. They're gonna use their core to block one of these, so sure, if you want to give up everything, I'm down. They really didn't want me to have a 4/4 Angel. Fair enough. The problem I'm having here with the Titan, though, having the shield counter, is they can get around it with the Gix command. I hope that's not what they have here. That's fine. Ooh, that's pretty good. Forgot they could do that. They're at 0 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, they should have ate a food. They would have been able to get me. They would have been able to get it if they had eaten a food. Oh, they made a mistake and they're gonna regret it. They had the Titan dead. Not that it would have mattered. I would have dropped this anyways, and then I would have got the Titan back next turn, but they could have killed the Titan. All right, we finally get a really bad hand here, so we're gonna take a mulligan on that bad boy. All right, gotta drop that. Also, this is not great because the ossification's not playable, and I'm just realizing that. Okay. Alrighty, that's not a bad card, but not what I needed. These are all very expensive pieces here. Okay, the Silex is a little tricky, I'm not gonna lie. I can get rid of it though, it just... Oh wait, it's not what I thought it was. Whale counter, sacrifice, destroy non-land permanent mana value equal to the amount of counters. Okay, or they can just deal 10 damage. Alright, they go third path. Alright, I don't know if I necessarily love this matchup. I'm pretty sure it's going to be hard control. But we do have Elish Norn after all. Could be pretty good against this opponent. I don't know. We're missing land drops now though too, and it's not good. It's a bad look. Oh boy. Yeah, it's a very bad look. What a life gain fiasco though. Look at the life totals of both of us. They were able to get 4 life off of Sunset there. That's crazy. No, they have Field of Ruin. Wow, we still don't have a basic land. That's insane, dude. There we go. Got the basic finally, which means we can attach the Buried in the Garden to it because the Field of Ruin can't blow it up. Hey, it lands. It does land. Let's try to hit one of these. Thought we were going to get the Wandering Emperor treatment there, but not the case. What exactly is going on here? I'm very confused. I'm fairly certain we're gonna get hit with the Sunfall though, right? Definitely feels that way. I think this is our best play here because we're gonna get swept, right? Like, let's not pretend like this isn't what we think it is. Devious cover up, really? Really? And I knew that because they were playing with their graveyard while they were deciding on whether or not to counter. Okay, so that means they are definitely a J stack. I mean, let's be real. What else could they be? They let us flip that too. All right, let's get this down. We might as well, because if they do Sunfall us, it'll give us something, you know, to work towards getting another body down. I don't know what to commit, man. I really don't know what to commit to the board, and I'm worried that by me not committing to the board, I'm giving them more time to obviously find their answers. But if they have their answers, which I would imagine they did, it would have been really bad to commit to Elish Norn. So I'm glad I waited. Vanquish the Horde though is fine, right? It's destroy. Yeah, it's a destroy effect. So things like Titan of Industry can get around it with the shield counter. I'm gonna try to go with the Storm to Festival and see what happens. How about they counter it and send it to exile so you can't cast it? Yeah, this is a nightmare matchup. Absolute nightmare matchup. I'm gonna try Elish Norn now. Trying to get all their things out of their hand. Counter spell? Not counter, I'm sorry, kill spell? No. It's a third path. Get lost? No. I think they just drew that though. It feels to me like they did, but who knows? Of course, they had the memory deluge to just reload nice and easy. And we have 3 cards that are essentially worthless in my hand at the moment. Actually, I like that though. I'm glad they wasted that. Nice. The shield counter lands. Void Rend, let's go. They were a little slow on that. They could have Void Rend in response to the shield counter. Oh, doesn't matter. I see.
Phyrexia shows no mercy.
I see, it doesn't matter.
So neither will I.
And they get to blow up the enchantment. Silax is underneath it. I'll give it one more draw here before we concede, but it's not looking good. Ooh, darn it. We could have cast that if we didn't lose. That's brutal. That's brutal. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, might as well get use out of these, right? Dude, if they didn't blow up the enchantments... Yes, I'll take action. We're looking for a land here. Even though they have things like Void Rends that'll blow up my portal. Gotta try, right? Plus it's gonna get countered. So let's get the concede button ready. Go ahead, Void Rend it. No Void Rend yet. We still gotta avoid Void Rend. We gotta avoid farewells, marches. So I don't see the portal sticking around for another turn. Just give up on it. Really? Okay. Sucks that that's the only thing in the graveyard. It's a great card. Normally I'd take that in a heartbeat, but you know what's crazy here though? Is the opponent only has to -3 on the Kaya and take the Elishnorn, and then all my ETB triggers do not work anymore, and that actually would shut down my deck. My own card would shut down my entire deck. Yeah, that's pretty standard, I think.
Focus on the fact. Become subdued.
They haven't figured that out yet though. If they minus the Kaya, it's GG's. Let's see what happens. All right, we're doing what we can. What we can do is not a lot, but we're doing what we can.
I'll only need one blade to beat you.
Sheesh. Now they're trash talking me. Oh, that's game. That's game. We'll give it to him. I can't stick around here much longer, but we all know that I lost this game. We all know. Okay. GG. That'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it very much, and I hope you enjoyed today's deck list. I had so much fun. ETB is just one of my favorite things to exploit. Usually we're doing it with some sort of blink, but today just straight up double effects, and it worked out great. Storm the Festival, such a cool card in this deck, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. It was a cool deck. A lot of life gain. You needed a lot of life gain in this one because of all the mono red going around right now and the Boros Convokes, but super fun list that felt pretty darn good too. So I hope you guys find some success with this one, and thank you for watching all the way to the end, and huge special shout out to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on the channel, so huge thank you and shout out to them for helping support me monetarily every single month. It means so much to me, and it doesn't go unnoticed. So thank you so much for all of you watching right now who are part of that Mardu Mob community. Thank you. That's all I can say, man. Thank you so much. But that does it. We'll be back again here tomorrow with another one. We got elves tomorrow. We finally put it together, so be on the lookout for that, and we'll see you then. Till next time, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Fizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.